Before you can really figure out if you're being successful and if you're really making a difference, the first thing that you must do is understand the foundation. The responsibilities that we do is we identify different needs based on individuals' lives. So we don't just focus on staff. We don't just focus on inner city youth. We focus on people and helping motivate and empower them to excel in everything that I do. And my motivating factor is the internal reward factor of knowing that I went above and beyond. So when I'm sitting in there talking to that student who's frustrated with the teacher, who's frustrated with life, who realizes that, there's challenges in front of them, and then they come to Mr. France, they're coming to me necessarily for most of the time an open ear to vent, and then in some circumstance they want some motivation back. They want some words of encouragement. They want to hear that you're supporting them. So when I walk away from that, now in that moment, I'm not seeing, my position. For you guys, it wouldn't be you seeing I'm an RD. Now you're actually making a difference. Now when we start talking about motivating factors, because now when you get up in the morning, it's not I'm an RD, it's I'm here. My job title is a residential director, but my purpose is here to make a difference. And you're going to make a difference with people, because think about it, no one here is, putting together boxes. Necessarily, or just, building a house. We're actually dealing with human beings who are going through life's journey. And most of the students that you guys are dealing with are in a position that a lot of people aren't in. So they're on that verge of being successful, but the challenge is the obstacles of getting through. So when we're talking about the motivational factors, the fear factor is something that's a reality. But when you start pressing forward to saying, how do I have value to what I do? What's going to get me out of the bed? And beyond that, it's Friday, the sun is out, I'm out of here at whatever time, I'm off the clock, and I have a date or I have a plan to do something this weekend. What's going to get you through on that Tuesday? What's going to get you through on that Monday after that long weekend? You have to start thinking about that when you want to start talking about being successful, because we could all have a job, or we could all have a job or a career or a profession that we personalize and take hold of, and to say each and every day is that opportunity to help someone else make a difference. And that's that rewarding factor that I want to motivate. What motivates you consistently for 20 plus years to do your job? And I'm sure you do your job well, because from what it sounds like, you've moved up within the ranks and the positions and promotions. So what are your motivating factors when thinking about doing your job?
I mean, at a really base level, it's a paycheck.
Okay.
But beyond that, I think it's exactly the things that you were talking about, that you see yourself making a difference for people. I mean, we put people in rooms as a base part of what we do with our jobs, but then it's also helping them to be successful at what they do. So when you can see a student who was maybe a real pain in the ass the first year, walking across the stage and graduating, and they haven't been in trouble for 2 or 3 years, and they might have already got a job lined up for them, that's really, it's those little moments that you take, and they help you get through kind of the rough water times when you're, fighting over budgets or something. You think about the difference you make, and not just with the students, but it's, the fact that I get to work with a really great staff